ndio mtindo mpya wa kufanya mazoezi. Je, wewe unaweza? Kumbuka kwamba mtazamaji unaweza kuwasiliana nasi kupitia mitandao ya kijamii @Switch TV Kenya @Kimathi Kelvin 9 kupitia mtandao wa Twitter, na bila shaka nitakuwa napitia jumbe zenyu. Tupe ubashiri wako. Je, unampa nani nafasi ya kutoa mwanamwali wa ligi ya Europa League leo usiku saa 4 usiku, Sevilla au Inter Milan? Pia unaweza kulonga nasi kupitia 229999 na bila shaka nitakuwa napitia jumbe zenyu. Kumbuka kwamba una nafasi ya kujishindia jezi kwa hisani ya kampuni ya Betika. Kwa wiki 2 sasa tumekuwa tukiwa zawadi mashabiki wa Diko Diko Viwanjani na jezi kwa hisani ya kampuni ya Betika, na hivyo basi tuma jumbe, longa nasi, na iwapo basi ubashiri wako au ujumbe wako utatupendeza, utakuwa unakabidhiwa jezi baada ya kipindi kukamilika. Na hii leo mtazamaji, siko peke yangu, naye mgeni hapa studioni ni naye mkurugenzi wa kanda ya Afrika Mashariki ya kampuni ya Startimes, Bwana Aldrin Nsubuga.
That's right.
Welcome to Switch TV.
Thank you.
I understand there are some goodies. Startimes has some goodies when it comes to football fans.
Certainly. You've just been talking about tonight's UEFA Europa League final between Sevilla and Inter Milan.
Yeah.
The good news there is we have been the ones actually broadcasting the league since it started.
Yeah.
We have the rights for a long time. Yeah. And those who have been with us have been enjoying all the way since it started. Yeah. And I think it's something to look forward to. Sevilla, the record champions, taking on Inter Milan. I think the two of them have the best record in Europa League. Yeah. So having them in the final finally, even though England is absent, Italy there and Spain, I think it will be fun. Yeah, but for Startimes, it's a property we are so proud to have. Right now, it's a premier property because not all clubs can win the Champions League. Not all clubs can qualify. Yeah. And the amazing thing about it these days is that the big teams actually are the ones featuring almost every season. Next season, we shall be having Arsenal, of course, representing the Premier League.
Usual, but
as usual, they're actually almost patenting the rights for Europa League. But it's good because then Europe now is much larger in terms of the opportunities there for football action. So Startimes just doesn't have the Europa League as we do, but we've recently acquired, very good news, the La Liga Santander broadcasting rights. So it means starting with the next season, 2021, on the 12th of September, we shall be broadcasting La Liga for the next 4 years. La Liga, I'm talking about Messi's of this world, Real Madrid and Barcelona. But on top of that, we also have the rights for UEFA Nations League, which to some fans, it might sound new, but this is the second edition of that championship. It's one of the ways now that teams can qualify for Euro 2020 for the reigning champions are Portugal.
Now I'll cut you short on that. I know we have a lot to talk about when you talk about La Liga, the NBA playoffs. We are finally in the playoffs. We'll talk more about what Startimes has for all its customers. But now let's move on in the show. Mtazamaji, sasa tuangazie baadhi ya taarifa za nyumbani ambazo tunazo siku ya leo, ambapo mkufunzi wa timu ya taifa ya vijana ya handball Peter Mwadhi anasema kwamba wanaweka mikakati tayari ili kujiandaa kwa mchezo huo na michezo yote hapa nchini kurejea.
It's a bit tricky because so far it's like when you look at it, the curve is still going up and we are not able to clearly tell what direction to take. And therefore it becomes a very big challenge, and especially for team sports. For individual sports like athletics, you talk of athletics, you talk about table tennis, maybe for them to come back, it might be a little bit easier. Unlike now when you talk of team sports, and especially team sports where we have body contacts, then it becomes a little bit tricky. Because when you talk of sports like handball, of course, sport like football, rugby, there's a lot of, at times, contacts. And that's what we are trying to avoid. But we are looking forward to see that God willing, if this thing can go away, then we should be able to resume because indeed people are suffering. Because without sports, then we are not working. Yes, a big challenge. We are trusting that once we are given a green light to come back, we have a program on how we shall be able to resume now in again as the national team. I've already drawn that program, and we are just waiting. Even if we were to be told that now sports is coming back to Kenya tomorrow, I already have a program that is set that will be able to follow and be able to bring these guys back.
Na kwingineko bado tukizungumzia masuala ya urejeo wa michezo hapo nchini, nahodha wa timu ya taifa ya raga wachezaji 7 kila upande Andrew Amonde amesema kwamba serikali inapaswa kuweka mikakati ya kurejesha michezo yote hapa nchini, huku baadhi ya timu zikiwa zinapaswa kuanza maandalizi ya mapema ya Olimpiki ya Tokyo ambayo itaandaliwa mwaka ujao.
So I think this is my personal take, because from what I've seen from the other teams, you see they've started their preparation despite having the corona in their countries. I think the measures that the government have put across is something that we can still undertake and be able to bring the teams together and to be able to just educate them more how to be able to handle these conditions. Kuna mtu anaongelelea sport juu kuna pandemic. Hii pandemic isipotoka hatutairudi kucheza. Hilo swali tunauliza. Pandemic ikiendelea kukua, si tutasababisha maisha yetu juu pandemic imekuwa. Ukiangalia hizi nchi zingine wameendelea, sports imeanza, wanacheza. Some of their players who are contracted in sevens wamepelekwa 15s, they will get you exposure ya kucheza kama bado wanaongoja kurudi 7. Si wetu wamekaa, hakuna kitu kinaendelea. Ni kitu ngumu sana kaa player kukaa na utaongojea dakika ya mwisho. I don't want it to be at the last moment players will be called in that now go play in an Olympic. It's very unfair to the players and it's very unfair to this country to take a player to Olympic. Olympic it's not an easy sport to go and play when you go into Olympic.
Ni kauli ya nahodha wa Shujaa Andrew Amonde akizungumzia maandalizi ya Olimpiki na urejeo wa michezo hapa nchini. Sevilla itanyakua ubingwa leo hii, ni Weni Babazi kupitia mtandao wa Twitter. Ricky pia anasema kwamba Inter Milan itabeba taji la Europa kupitia mtandao wa Twitter. Zidi kuwasiliana nasi, alama ya reli ni Diko Diko Viwanjani kupitia 22999. Hello Kimathi, Nancy from Feroz. I really don't know much about football, but I do understand when someone scores a goal and Inter Milan will win, I'm sure. By the way, Kimathi, umetoka Meru? Diko Diko Viwanjani, switch for good. Ndio, nimetoka Meru, ndo nyumbani kwetu. Kimathi, ni Kivu na wapata clear nikiwa Rumbembe. Team Lukaku na Yangdino tatisha. Diko Diko ni Kedi kutoka Ikasu, shabiki sugu wa Manchester United. Zidi kutupa ubashiri wako kupitia 22999. Pia unaweza kulonga nasi kupitia Facebook na Twitter Switch TV Kimathi Kelvin 9, na bila shaka tapitia jumbe zenyu. Lakini tuendelee na mazungumzo kuhusiana na upeperushaji wa mechi za La Liga kwa misimu 4 ijayo, ambapo iwapo wewe ni shabiki ambao unamiliki kingamuzi ama ukipenda kifurushi cha Startimes, bila shaka utakuwa unatizama mechi za La Liga, ligi ya NBA na ligi ya mataifa UEFA Nations League. Na tuko hapa na mkurugenzi wa kanda ya Afrika Mashariki wa kampuni ya Startimes, Bwana Aldrin, tukizungumzia haya yote. Na Aldrin, you've signed a deal for 4 seasons when it comes to airing La Liga, but how many matches will you be airing?
We will be airing the entire league. All that people need to have is the weekly schedule, starting with the 12th of September. Every game, remember, we have more than one sports channel where we broadcast these games: World Football, Sports Premium, Sports Life. So depending on which game, we will always direct them to which channel they are going to be watching. So they just have to wait and enjoy La Liga.
And you talk about La Liga and football and Startimes. You guys have been showing the UEFA Nations League, the Europa League. Actually, the only way to watch a Europa League if you're in the country at the moment, it's via Startimes. And also the Bundesliga. You guys are going big on football. Why La Liga, though? At this time, you started with Bundesliga, UEFA Nations, you went to Europa, and now La Liga. Why La Liga this time?
One of the reasons is because we are constantly responding to our customer needs. Customers keep telling us which leagues they prefer to have on Startimes. And we keep promising that for as long as we do our best, we will get that property for you. And La Liga, naturally, because of the stars, the superstars there, Lionel Messi and all. And the clubs there are well supported. Barcelona and Real Madrid really have a huge following across the globe. So you understand the interest, you understand the passion. So we've been promising that we'll keep improving, we'll keep giving them the best of everything. And remember, we give them at a better cost, at a more affordable cost. So that is one of the incentives. But as well, we understand football football is a passion. It's a way of life to many people. So it's one of the biggest drivers of TV viewing. So we understand that as long as we have premium football content, we will have customers joining Startimes. So it's just the fun that we are having. Every time we get something new, something premium, we are happy to announce.
And we hope maybe you can strike a deal and also get to wear some of those matches here on Switch TV. But
naturally.
Still sticking with the goodies that you have, the NBA, you have it now.
We have ESPN2 and ESPN1, which we've added to our channels. That means anyone on our classic bouquet, super bouquet on satellite, or basic bouquet on aerial decoder, they can enjoy the NBA. The NBA for basketball fans, for the middle class, it's a big issue. The NBA is also almost like a way of life to many.
So, I remember I actually wake up very early in the morning just to watch the NBA, especially now that we are in the playoffs.
The playoffs, fantastic. So many teams having a go. They started 2 days ago. So every day we have action in there. So anyone now, I think for basketball fans, they don't have to look elsewhere. ESPN2 on Classic, I think that's where they need to look, and ESPN2 on Super Bouquet. So for both our customers on satellite and our customers on aerial decoder, they have fun if they are basketball fans. Again, that is premium content. So we are treating sports very, very seriously because we know it's passionate, and a lot of people would die to enjoy sport, especially whenever we go into 2 weekends. Right now we're weekend mode. We have a final today with we have a Europa League final. So it's fun. And remember, a week or 10 days from now, the UEFA Nations League. That's a big one. And it's going to be exclusive. And another reason for people to look forward to this.
And talking about the packages and the bouquets you're mentioning, maybe you can go more specific into the details and the amount of money to purchase these bouquets, because you look at last year, actually, Kenya was the first country that was ranked in terms of most viewership of the NBA playoffs. Now you guys have these, right? And Kenya was leading according to viewership numbers of the NBA in the country. So how much do you pay for these bouquets, just briefly before we take a commercial break?
I'm glad you've given me those numbers, because now that gives me even more hope that we made the right decision. Our classic bouquet is the one where we are showing the NBA via ESPN2, and it goes for 799 shillings per month for the subscriber who wants to know how much it costs in terms of bouquet pricing. But if someone doesn't have that aerial decoder and they want to install it today, not to miss tonight's action, they've got to pay 1,499 shillings for the whole package or the kit that connects them.
Well, we'll talk more about the Startimes, La Liga and Bundesliga and the NBA when we come back in the second part of the show. Lakini mtazamaji, kumbuka kwamba tukirejea katika awamu ya pili tunaangazia fununu za uhamisho. Je, uhamisho wa Sancho upo vipi? Na je, Gabriel Magalhaes bado anajiunga na Arsenal? Tutakujuza mengi kuhusiana na hayo, na pia ubashiri na kikosi ambacho huenda kikaanza probable lineup ya Inter Milan na timu ya Sevilla.